What I want to talk about first, though, is mental line of sight, because I think that sometimes writers will be thinking about what's being seen, but they won't be thinking about the order in which things are being seen. This is really important creating a visual for a reader because a reader's mind will follow anything that you describe. So if perspective is jumbled, if I say, John is running with a dog, you see him in the distance. What happens there is the first thing they see is John running with a dog. And then they're told, you see him in a distance. And it's like, oh, wait, now I have to rewrite everything mentally here that I'm seeing. Actually, John is over there running with a dog. And then you say, we're looking at him through a telescope. Now suddenly I have to put a telescope on it and I have to change the visual again. What's happening there is mental line of sight is backwards because as far as the reader is concerned, the reader needs to have the information coming in the order in which it's important to define what the reader is seeing. So it would need to say, looking through a telescope in the distance, John is running with a dog. And this way, the reader is building a visual with each piece of information that says, through a telescope in the distance, John is running with a dog. Instead of John is running with a dog, there he is right there. In the distance, oh no, change the visual. Through a telescope, oh no, change the visual again. This is not going to kill a script if it happens once or twice. If it happens 50 times, a reader's brain will start getting really tired reading this script, really tired. And not all readers will know why, because not all readers are, trained in craft tools or really writers. But they'll know they're getting tired. They're getting exhausted reading this script. They're not liking this script. And whether or not they know why, it will build up. So it's very important to keep in thought. And it doesn't matter so much on the first draft. At the first draft, you're in a flow and you're writing and things are coming and you're putting them all together. That's great. But in the revision of the first draft, it's very important to start looking at that scene information and how it's coming and pay attention to mental line of sight. If I see a guy throw a frisbee and then I'm looking at him through a window, that's the wrong line of sight. I need to be looking through a window. I see a guy throw a frisbee. That way I know what my perspective is. I know I'm looking through a window to see this. And over again, this is going to become an issue if you are controlling the visuals that are happening within a script, because perspective can be very important. Perspective can be counting if you're writing a scene where somebody is off screen. You can't see them yet. So you're seeing some kind of action playing out, some kind of big fight happening. And then we turn and we see something going on. There's a person there we did not know was there. And this adds some kind of element to the screenplay. Maybe, it's a woman and she's fighting for her life. And we turn and we see her boyfriend and he's like the bad guy. And he made this happen. It's like, oh no, it's a reveal. How things are revealed visually in a scene and what is withheld and what is revealed is important, but also that line of sight. It's also very important that nothing outside of a scene be described. I'll see sometimes a script that's talking about, or in some cramped warehouse and outside traffic is all messed up, right? Well, we can't see outside. That shouldn't be part of this description because again, we're paying attention to one, line of sight, what we can see on the screen, the order in which we see it, starting with, what's up front, what's next, what's next, what's next. And also, we're keeping the visuals inside the location. So to start describing things that are happening outside of the location is problematic because the reader's mind is going to follow that description. And, oh, we're outside now. Readers read fast. They'll figure you missed a scene header. They'll just like skip on out. Okay, outside traffic's really congested. And that's not part of the scene. So don't describe it. if what's happening is you can hear traffic congested outside, then it needs to be described that way. And we can hear, or you can hear like horns honking because, something not in this scene is happening that we are hearing.